Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. You tuned into the motherfucking Kilo Q show, The Ghost of Chicago, part 2, man. Part 2. This episode right here, man, bro, look. This about to be some of the realest shit that you ever heard in your life. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't seen the first one, go ahead, man, and watch it. You know what I'm saying? And then watch this one. I do it anyway. You want to. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, we finna go in, man. You know what I mean? Y'all like, share, subscribe, bro. So go ahead now. Y'all listen close. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We back at it again. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucking Ghost of Chicago. You know what I'm saying? It's part 2. Part 2, man. We about to go ahead and we finna get back into this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And man, look, this right here, you know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna be a whole lot of joking and all that stuff, man. You know what I mean? Because actually, this shit's serious. It really is. You know what I'm saying? And I need y'all to understand it. You know what I mean? Now, I'm pretty sure all the stuff from the first one tripped you out. Now, remember I told you that that the stuff you was gonna hear in these next episodes was gonna really trip you out. So I'm gonna try to start off light, bro. You know, that way I don't lose nobody. You know what I'm saying? But towards the end, towards the end is when shit is gonna get real heavy. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, man. So we gonna go ahead. Let's go ahead and get into this now. Okay. All right, now y'all check this out. Now I know y'all heard the little song for the intro. You know what I mean, in the background. You know that's from a rapper. You know what I mean, Lil Fats. He's also in the Mickey Cobra. Mickey Cobra's over there in Chicago. You know what I mean? I see this. Now this right here. I'm about to show you a bunch of these clips and just show you just the utter insanity of a whole lot of this shit. And it's another thing I wanted to let people know. It seems like a lot of these youngsters, a lot of these people, there's nobody teaching them like shit. Like, like, bro, if you are on your phone doing a live or an Instagram post and all that, bro, all police gotta do is prove that you were at the scene. That's what they try to do. That's actually, how a lot of people get convicted, because they got cell phone towers. And if you didn't know this, then you ought to be thanking God that hopefully this is the kind of shit you don't have to know in the first place. But I'm just saying, if you happen to be in the situation, I mean, because the cell phone towers, they ping, and then that's how they find out where you was located. That's how a lot of convictions happen, because they find out through the cell phone where you was at. You know what I mean? That's why, anyway, yeah, that's how they find out. You know what I mean? That's one way they find out. I mean, it's just like, this shit be fun to rap about until the consequences come down, and you can kind of see the shit in his face at his mugshot. I mean, and you can see it in his face. And one reason for this documentary series is I want a whole lot of people to see this, and I'm hoping that it can strike some light in somebody's heart or somebody's mind. You know what I mean? So to at least if you one of those people, man, you might got a big destiny, or you know what I mean, God might have a hand on your life, man. And I hope that that some of y'all will hear this, or this reaches some people, and this can do something positive. That's what this is about. That's what this whole thing is about. And like the dude Lil Fats, you know what I mean? The thing about it is, it's like I've had homies to crash out like that. You know what I'm saying? And fortunately, I've never been someone to crash out like that. But I've had people who I cared about who have crashed out like that and shit. You know what I mean? I've had a homeboy. I've had a homeboy who supposedly allegedly robbed a bank, and he had to go to the feds for a while. My little homie Pee Wee. They had this nigga that moved into the neighborhood from New Orleans. I didn't like the dude. I just got a bad vibe from him to the point to where I was kind of in a way kind of rude, but just something wasn't right about the dude. You know what I mean? And then he came around, and then he got around the little homies Pee Wee and them, and then allegedly, supposedly, you know, they went on this big killing spree, killed all kinds of people. I mean, they had the helicopters. They had the fucking dogs in the neighborhood. They was just killing motherfuckers. And supposedly, I mean, well, they gone for the shit. So I don't know if they did or didn't do it. But yeah, man, so that supposedly, you know, and, you know, I remember whenever this stuff was starting to get real bad. I mean, it was getting real fucking crazy in the fucking neighborhood. This is in Houston. And it was getting crazy in the motherfucking neighborhood. I mean, on one end of the motherfucking street, somebody get popped. You know what I'm saying? And then next thing you know, the next day on the other side of at the other end of the block, motherfuckers get popped. Motherfuckers getting popped. All kinds of shit, bro. It just, motherfuckers, you know, whenever this stuff, yeah, man, I mean, it was just getting crazy, man. You know what I mean? I remember when this stuff was getting real crazy, you know, I try to talk to the little dude, you know what I mean? Because I always played, you know, that role of like the big homie, the older homie, I try to always look out for everybody in the neighborhood. I try to always look out for the youngsters. I try to look out for everybody, really, you know what I'm saying? But I always try to help, try to steer, you know, people right instead of steer them wrong, you know what I'm saying? And I talked to him, and I could tell he wasn't telling me the truth, and he didn't want to tell me the truth because of how big a deal the shit was. But if he would have talked to me, if he would have told me the truth, you know, a whole lot of that shit would have fucking been stopped for the most part. But gone forever now. A couple of them gone forever. You know, and then, you know, allegedly, supposedly, they did some bad shit that I definitely would not have approved of, don't approve at all. So ain't no point in me really getting into what, you know, exactly what they did. The people who know, they know. It's just, you know, man, innocent people and all this kind of shit and kids and all. I mean, this shit here ain't nothing really cool about this shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying this to this Lil Fats. Lil Fats, the dude from Chicago, he remind me of you know, some of my partners and some people, you know, that I had known. But Lil Fats, he just took the shit too far. Now, the thing was, when I was his age, I did have my little stage where they don't call it slime now. I mean, they didn't call it slime then. You know what I mean? But it's definitely not a good thing to be deceitful and to be a backstabber. And it's not a good thing to just be cutthroat. That's not a good thing at all. You know what I mean? And I'm about to go ahead and show y'all some clips, you know, real quick. You know, but you know, they got the thing where you know, they call it slime now, just being a backstabber. That's not a good thing. And I did have, when I was real young, I did have my time when I was on that shit, and then I really feel bad about it. And that wasn't real shit, and that wasn't no real nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit was not cool. I wish I could take a shit back, you know. But sometimes people think they being real, and really they just being some hoe ass niggas. You see what I'm saying? You know, that slime shit, that's really what it is. Because I mean, they supposedly did this, you know, this armored truck robbery, and then they killed the two people that they did it with. I mean, it's just like, bro, I don't even want to hang. You don't want to hang with niggas like that, bro. But you know, it's like that's the whole thing ties into it. How the music makes this stuff cool. You know what I mean? The powers that be, they want this. Yeah, they want to make that. You know, they want to make that shit cool. You know what I mean? I know, I understand what it's like to be stuck in that whole cycle too. You know what I mean? But because I mean, we used to just listen to 3 6 Mafia all the time, and just, oh my God. It was not fucking pretty, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to be just like them. You see what I'm saying? And so that's all I'm gonna say about that. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you some of these clips, and then we're gonna talk about more of this Lil Fats situation, and his homeboy with the Chicago Police Department killer tattoo on his motherfucking eye. This shit's here. So y'all check these clips out, man.
We begin with breaking news tonight. 2 men have been charged with murder in Monday's killing of an armored truck security guard in West Chatham.
WGN's Jenna Barnes is live at police headquarters with that story. Jenna? Yeah, Micah and Ray, police say the two men charged in that murder killed not only the armored security guard, but also their two accomplices in that crime in what police are calling a murder spree. The two men charged are 19-year-old Antoine Montgomery and 21-year-old DeAndre Jennings. Police say they and two other suspects ambushed two armored truck drivers in the Chatham neighborhood Monday morning, shooting them both and killing one of those guards, 47-year-old LaShonda Hartz. Police say about 30 minutes later, the suspects robbed a T-Mobile store in the 6700 block of South Stony Island. And about a half hour after that, a few miles away, police responded to a car crash with two people shot to death inside the car. They say they also saw the stolen cell phones in that car and realized the two people killed were the suspects' two accomplices.
Our officers, at great risk to their own personal safety, apprehended these very violent offenders in pursuit of justice for the victims of these crimes. And we will not tolerate violence in these communities. We will work around the clock, as you see here in the example of this case, to investigate these crimes and hold those violent offenders accountable.
Police have not released the names of the suspects who were killed. They say a 911 call led a SWAT team to the two suspects who are now charged. They both face a combination of first-degree murder, attempted murder, and armed robbery charges. We're live at Chicago Police Headquarters. Jenna Barnes, WGN News.
But I'm a nigga with no worries. We pull up on your block and have a little food them do you dirty, man. You know, man, brought my fat 7 out, man. Brought my Glock out, 40-shot stick, about to tap out.
Like 12 o'clock in the morning right now, nigga. 12 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna, shit, my niggas on the block right now, though. Turn that shit up. You ain't gotta keep no beef on the low, nigga. Tell me a static, nigga, let's do it. I ain't tryna go back and forth on no net, nigga. Meet me in traffic, we can get to it. I ain't finna turn around none of these niggas be capping. Tell me a smoke, nigga, soon as you do, I'ma go have folks, them deliver your cash. We ain't gotta be having no trip, fuck, nigga, I'm packing, nigga, I'm told.
This little nigga, man, fuck 32, man. Fuck all them dead ass niggas, man. Come get y'all 2 pipes back in y'all coats. But y'all bitch ass nigga, y'all ass some goofies. Out here on the ill, man. Out here on the ill, man. What's up, man? Out here on the ill, man. What that is? 54? 54? I give my chop on me. What's up? Fuck LA, man. Fuck 30. Fuck y'all. Man, these niggas ain't no shit. What's up? These niggas ain't no shit, man. What? Fuck Scrap? Fuck Nook? What's up? Y'all told me to pop out, man. What's up? Pop out, what's up?
Officers conducted a traffic stop. The defendant was a backseat passenger of the vehicle. Officers noticed the defendant breathing heavily, sweating, and looking down at his feet. The driver was unable to produce a driver's license, and the officers asked all the occupants out of the vehicle. The defendant fled on foot upon exiting the vehicle. After a brief pursuit, the defendant was placed into custody. Around the defendant's ankle, inside his right pant leg, officers recovered a Glock 37 45 caliber semi-automatic handgun loaded with 1 round in the chamber and multiple live rounds in the magazine. The defendant does not have a Floyd or CCL and is under the age of 21. Your Honor, as Your Honor noted, he does have a pending aggravated unlawful use of a weapons case. The state is seeking leave to file a violation of bail bond in that case. Additionally, he is on juvenile parole for a 2016 home invasion with a firearm. He has 1 failure to appear as well.
Okay, Ms. Smallwood.
Thank you, Judge. My client's 20 years old. He's been living at his current address on Cottage Grove with his mother and his child. At that location for 4 years, has lived in Cook County his entire life.
There y'all go, bro. There y'all go. See, I'm not gonna even put all of the clips I could, like the clips with him masked up, walking around his neighborhood on Instagram Live. trying to get his ops to come fuck with him. I mean, it's just so many clips that I could put in there. You know what I mean? But fuck it, I ain't gonna even do that. Okay, and this is something I want y'all to think about. One of those dudes that he supposedly, allegedly killed, you know what I mean, is actually his blood cousin relative, bro. You know what I mean? Really. That's his cousin, bro. You know what I mean? Them streets got an expiration date on them, you know what I mean? And a lot of this shit, man, whenever you know, I don't know the dude personally, you know what I mean? But it just ain't looking good, man. I'm telling you. I'm about to get into some real serious stuff, you know, here in a second, okay? I'm telling you, brothers and sisters, we are in a time right now, okay, where there's much darkness on this earth. Ooh, I'm getting the chills right now. And it's trying to devour who they can. You see what I'm saying? This shit, that dude, he has a kid. He has a little boy. Okay? And if he gets convicted, gone. Life sentence. And that is the major problem in the black community, is the broken fucking families. It's so, oh my fucking God. It's just an endless cycle. Imagine if people would be that devoted to be doing things to improve the conditions of the race and all that. I mean, really, you know, I couldn't even get people involved with that kind of shit. But at the same time, you know, what's for you is for you. You know what I'm saying? But you know, these dudes, they make these songs where they dissing the dead. Okay, and check this out. This is something you might not know. Yeah, whenever you disrespect the dead, man, that gets you just so much negative karma. Karma is real, man. I mean, you ought to realize that by now, by seeing, you know, like what goes on. You know what I mean? Just like the situation with King Von, you know, supposedly he had 7 bodies or whatever. You know, he didn't get killed in Chicago. He probably thought if he didn't have to worry nowhere else. And then he's fighting somebody, they having a fist fight, and then he gets shot by somebody who out of nowhere. You see what I'm saying? You know, no disrespect to the brother. You know, no disrespect to his brother. I mean, look at the situation with FB, you know, with Duck. You see what I'm saying? It's like, karma is real. You see what I'm saying? So if you killing people and shit like that, if you murder somebody and it's not self-defense and all that, then you will be murdered. That's the law of karma. You see what I'm saying? It really is. And you know, y'all should see that. You know, at this point. You know what I mean? Dissing the dead, that's a really, that gives you a heavy load of bad karma. And then if you go to the graveyard and you pissing and shitting on people's grave and all that, man, it don't matter whether you believe it or not. It's the truth. The spirit world is real. But you know, they got spirits that guard over the cemetery. They got ghosts who haven't passed on yet, who are angry, and they see that shit, they'll follow your motherfucking ass home. That's why in voodoo, whenever you go to the cemetery to do any kind of darker magic, then you need to fucking clean your shoes and your feet off before you come to your goddamn house, and then you got to make sure you specifically say that nothing, you don't want anything to follow you, and so you going in the motherfucker. Especially if the person hadn't passed over yet, because of how mad they is. This is some real shit. I'm telling y'all, man. I'm telling you. I fucking know. It's the truth, man. You know. So I mean, and I know how it is to be mad, you know, whenever some shit happens, and you know how you would feel vindicated when somebody who killed your homeboy gets killed, you know, but just all the old extra shit they do. You go into a motherfucking funeral and you shooting a bunch of people at the funeral. There's no fucking way that some bad shit is not gonna fucking happen to you. Look at all this fucking shit that Twan and them supposedly did, and then look what goes on. Look what's going on over there. You know what I mean? Think about this.
Bro, fuck y'all. Bitch ass niggas. Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. Bitch ass niggas. Fuck y'all niggas. Hoe ass niggas, bro. Fuck y'all. See. Fuck all you bitch ass niggas. Hoe ass. Bro, fuck y'all. Bitch ass niggas. Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. Bitch ass niggas. Fuck y'all niggas. Hoe ass niggas, bro. Fuck y'all.
In 2015, Tiller would be sentenced to 36 months, and in 2018, 18 months for drug offenses. Aside from the street life, Tiller would make TikToks with his daughter Jaslyn, who went by Pinky. Pinky lived with her mother and didn't get to see her father often. So on Sunday, Tiller took her to one of her favorite places to eat, and no one could have expected what happened next.
Night above a McDonald's drive-thru in Homan Square. What was supposed to be a happy night for a 7-year-old girl was tragically her last day alive.
And now his family remembers young Jaslyn Adams. Police are looking for her killer.
Brittany Garzillo live outside Chicago Police headquarters with the very latest. Brittany.
Well, Corey and Dawn, today a vigil was held for that 7-year-old just steps away from where the fatal shooting took place. Her loved ones and those in the community want justice. Dozens of brightly colored balloons fill the sky in memory of 7-year-old Jaslyn Adams. Jaslyn is remembered by family as fun and lovable. She was a student at Cameron Elementary School, but late Sunday afternoon, her life was cut short by gun violence.
It just don't make no sense that a 7-year-old baby lost her life in a McDonald's driveway. 6 bullets riddled her little body because someone did a cowardly act. The young girl was with her father in the car at this McDonald's at Roosevelt and Kedzie on Chicago's west side when they were both shot. Jaslyn was rushed to the hospital by Chicago police, but did not survive. It's about time we all take a stand because they have to put down these guns. Jaslyn's father has a long criminal record, but police have not said if he was targeted. Video from Sunday's shooting shows the car riddled with bullet holes through the back window and trunk. Jaslyn's aunt says her niece was a talkative, sweet child and that Jaslyn was close with her daughter. She and others in the community continuing the plea to end this gun violence.
My 8-year-old baby says she don't even want to go out and play because she's scared she's going to get shot. This got to stop.
Well, tonight, Jaslyn's father is in good condition, according to his family. So far, no arrest.
Yeah, man, straight up, karma is real, and this is one story. I wish I could put the clips in, but due to the copyright stuff, I can't. But there's another little story that I want to tell y'all real quick about this dude named Gizmo, who he was a Satan disciple, right? And then he was like an up and coming star, in this gang. Like he was that person that had just magnetism, leadership skills, just people just loved him so much. He wasn't the leader of the gang, you know what I mean? It was this guy. What's that guy name? I forget his name. I put it through here. But at a meeting that they had one time, right? They had this meeting, and then some people in the gang were, not feeling a lot of stuff that the leader was doing, and then they said that they wanted to vote. But what they had said was they wanted to vote Danny and Gizmo in, and Gizmo, and he wasn't even trying. He wasn't trying to be the leader. He wasn't trying to run shit. He wasn't trying to overthrow. He wasn't trying to overthrow the dude who was the leader. He was actually ultra loyal to him. You see what I'm saying? So I believe what would happen is either later that day or something like that, the leader hit up Gizmo and told him that he needed to him to come through because they had to talk. And then when Danny, whenever he went in the alley, that's when allegedly two Satan disciples, you know, people in his own gang, you know what I mean, gunned him motherfucking down, killed him. He was killed behind jealousy, and I can relate to that motherfucking story. His own gang, you know what I mean, gunned him motherfucking down, killed him. He was killed behind jealousy, and I can relate to that motherfucking story. He was killed behind motherfucking jealousy, motherfucking scared to lose some power, you know what I mean? And so he killed off his most loyal and most valuable soldier just because of that. I'm telling you, that jealousy, that shit is a motherfucker. That's why when I don't try to run. I don't try to be the leader and run shit, and I don't be trying to take people's positions, but that's why I'm gonna have to just always be doing my own thing, because it never fucking fails that every situation I get in, you know, the leader looks at me as fucking like this threat. They start a whole bunch of shit. I swear it's happened over and over again. You know what I mean? And there you go. There ain't no love in that shit, bro. There ain't love in that shit, bro. Ain't even worth a whole lot of your time. And so, yeah, man, it's better off to, man, that just, I understand people gotta do what they gotta do, but sometimes, man, it's just, I hope the right people see this kind of stuff, man. At least if you involved in some shit, man, you know, at least do something positive out of it. You know what I mean? I mean, really, because this shit is just, it boggles my mind how, you know, other black people, how they want to always be into it with me and all this shit, and it's just because we having a whole fucking crisis, and it's like, just, you would think by now, but it don't fucking matter. You know what I mean? It don't fucking matter. So, what we gonna do, man, I might make the other stuff, put the other stuff in the episode 3, actually. But, guess what? What can make this shit worse? What can make all this shit worse? What can make what? But what can make that shit worse? I'm gonna show you here in a second. But it's something I want you to think about. There was over 1,000 people killed in Chicago this year. So far, I think it's way, way more now. Okay? This is what 1,000 people look like. Look at this. Yes, that's what it looks like. You do, now multiply, add the last 10 years, add how many people have been killed over there. Okay? And then you find out what that look like. And so what can make all of this shit worse? I wonder what can make this shit worse. I wonder where all these fucking guns are coming from. This shit is strange. Oh, guess what? Roll that beautiful beam footage.
The gun switch that is turning pistols into machine guns is also causing a different kind of switch, according to law enforcement. A switch in the firepower that criminals have versus cops. When police are outgunned, the public can pay the price. This is a semi-automatic pistol. 1 shot per trigger pull and legal in Illinois. This is a fully automatic pistol. Non-stop rapid-fire bullets as long as the trigger is pulled. A machine gun created with the installation of this metal switch, dangerous in criminal hands and totally illegal for almost everyone.
It's very dangerous and scary. Those automatic weapons could potentially take us out.
Consider this chase following an attempted traffic stop just last month in Aurora. From the suspect's backpack, officers pull out what they say is an illegal gun altered to fire full auto.
Why you ran from the... I don't know, bro.
Officer William Whitfield helped apprehend another suspect in July after finding what he describes as a handgun illegally switched to full auto fire and was homemade.
We were able to get that gun off the street. It's still a wow moment, like, wow, people are really doing this now.
In August, Aurora police say one of 3 men in a moving car opened fire near this funeral home with an automatic weapon. This pistol that had been illegally converted to full auto with a switch that authorities say is advertised on the internet and easily bought by mail. Police say the gun used was this one that you saw fire continuously moments ago on their Aurora range.
The guns have become more dangerous.
Aurora Lieutenant Greg Spaeth has served on an ATF federal gun task force. Tonight, Spaeth says the danger is significant for police and also the public.
We're not talking about people who have been trained to use firearms, oftentimes with our gang members. So you put a fully automatic handgun into the hands of a 13, 14, 15-year-old kid, and those rounds are spraying everywhere.
Early last summer, motorists at a Southside Chicago intersection witnessed this: shooters with automatic weapons opening fire. Sometimes, as in this case, passers-by get lucky and avoid the spray of bullets. Not always. September 29th, Chicago's Fulton River District near downtown. 5 people wounded in a high-speed car-to-car firefight with apparent automatic weapons.
I don't know that anyone has their arms fully around the extent of the problem.
U.S. Attorney John Lausch talked with the I-Team about the escalating problem of firearms being illegally converted to fully automatic.
What we're seeing is offenders who are completely emboldened. They're using guns to shoot people, commit carjackings, and they're doing it at all hours of the day and really all over the city.
Federal prosecutors are trying to stop makeshift machine guns in their efforts to curb city street violence. You can charge it that way.
As a machine gun, exactly. And so we work with ATF and the Chicago Police Department to charge exactly those cases. And that is a trend that we've seen in the last couple of years.
Back in Aurora tonight, it's another trend that has police concerned. Too often, after seizing arsenals like these, even automatic weapons from occupied vehicles, they say there is not enough proof which person inside actually had possession for local prosecutors to file charges.
You clearly want them to be arrested and charged, and oftentimes that's just not the case anymore.
Cops tell the I-Team they try to circle back and make arrests if they find sufficient evidence. And even as federal authorities work to take on more local gun cases, they stress that state penalties for felony possession of a firearm are generally more serious than federal penalties.